obviously the film involves you poking fun at yourself, really. Was that a comfortable thing to do?
Well, I wouldn't you rather say taking the piss?
You know what, I would, but I wasn't sure if that was okay. Oh my God, you look so formal. I presumed you were going to be just at home or something.
Well, I'm in New York. I thought I'd have some New York style.
I mean, it looks like you're about to stand trial.
Oh, okay. Thank God I'm not.
We always love an exclusive, but I hope it's not that that you're about to go to court.
Well, I'm happy to be on your show, Matt. I have not been back to the United Kingdom in so long, and I miss it so much. I have a modest little cottage in Somerset that I've been really dreaming to get back to, but with everything that we've been contending with, it's been so difficult. I'm looking forward to getting back to your side of the world.
Well, we can't wait to have you back. In fact, I read about your cottage, and I read about you going to that pub on New Year's Day and buying the locals a bottle of champagne. Is that true?
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that's a true story. Yeah, such nice people in Somerset, and I've been there for, my gosh, almost 15 years now.
You got to come back for Glastonbury in June. Paul McCartney's headlining.
Well, that would be terrific. You know, I've never been to that festival. I went to Glastonbury because I love the way the green hills roll along and the oak trees, and I love the limestone architecture, and I just think the whole area is just so magical. But I've never been to the festival. I've always kind of managed not to attend, and maybe one day I will. I sure would love to see Paul McCartney play.
Living in the southwest of England has its benefits because some of the food down there is incredible. I don't know if you've ever tried a Philps Cornish pasty.
Well, I love Cornish pasties. I don't know about Philps, but I used to have Cornish pasties, believe it or not, in Santa Monica, California. There was a place called the Ye Old Kings Pub on Santa Monica. It was Pico Boulevard, I think, maybe. But yeah, I used to go there as a child and have them, and they were just so delicious, you know, and they were the perfect thing to put in your lunch pail to go to school with. I enjoyed them so much.
And what about Somerset cider and Somerset beer? Is that something you got into?
Oh yeah, no, not so much beer, cider, yes. Cheddar cheese with cider. Oh, trip to the moon, so good.
Oh man, well we hope you can come back soon and sample some local delights. Obviously before then you've got a new film out, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is really, really funny. And
I'm glad you've thought so. I'm happy to hear that.
Fantastic.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've done a comedy, man.
Oh, it's great. It's really good. But obviously the film involves you poking fun at yourself, really. Was that a comfortable thing to do?
Well, I wouldn't you rather say taking the piss?
You know what, I would, but I wasn't sure if that was okay.
No, yeah, well, it certainly was, yes. You know, the movie is both like me and also very much unlike me. You know, the movie, I'm playing a character that's more obsessed with his so-called career than he is with his family. Well, I can tell you right now, there's no version of Nick Cage that doesn't want to spend time with his family or his children. And I never really looked at it as a career. I always looked at it as work. You know, this is work. I always said I never had a career. I only had work, and I like it that way. So those two elements are a bit different from the actual me that I live with every day. But the humor, I think, is pretty spot on. I do like to crack jokes about myself, and I also like to get a bit off the wall and try to make people laugh when I'm relaxing at home. So in that regard, it was a nice return to do some comedy again. You know, I've been doing all these dramatic movies, and I think somewhere along the way, Hollywood kind of forgot that I did movies like Raising Arizona.
There's something else I noticed in the film. When you send a text, you put a full stop at the end of the message. I just think that looks weird.
Well, I don't. I think in the movie, at that point, am I not chemically altered on something?
Yes, you're on LSD at that
I'm texting.
moment.
I think so. Yeah, the character has been given some so-called divine inspiration by Pedro's Javi. So I'm sure he's not doing anything appropriately at that point.
But do you do that in real life? Do you put full stops at the end of your texts?
No,
No, because it does look weird, doesn't it? Something about it was visibly jarring, I felt.
And I don't use LOL. I'm not a lol kind of guy. I just do ha 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 or ah ha 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 ha. I take the time to put the whole thing out as if I were actually laughing, and I don't use emojis. I can't bring myself to do that.
I'm so, because I do the ha 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 thing as well. Because lol, always think it looks sarcastic. You know, you get a lol.
It just looks absurd. I mean, lol. You know, I just lol what? I don't like it. I'm going to go on record with that.
I'm so pleased. You mentioned obviously your time in England earlier. Our great love in this country and on this show is football. Have you adopted an English football or soccer team?
I'm sorry to tell you, I haven't. I'm too boring. I'm just into my movies. I have my list here. This is what I was doing during football season. I was watching Kurosawa's Drunken Angel, The Bad Sleep Well, High and Low, Tedesca Down, Through a Glass Darkly, Persona, The Virgin Spring, Cries and Whispers. That was what I was doing. I should probably take a break from that and get into some football. Do you recommend anything that I should, any teams?
Yes, we recommend a team called Nottingham Forest, who you may have heard of. They used to be very good. We won the European Cup twice, and we're on the verge of promotion back to the Premier League.
Well, that's congratulations, and that's a wonderful name to live up to. So yeah, I'll check them out.
I mean, it's the sort of thing I can imagine a film being made about if it comes off. We have a wonderful manager called Steve Cooper. I mean, if someone got the right script, if a budget could be found, would you play Steve Cooper in the Hollywood version of Forest's promotion back to the Premier League?
Well, I can't answer that because I don't know anything really about Mr. Cooper, but I mean, I'm open to anything. If it's a good script, well, sure.
He's Welsh. He's a fantastic football manager. He's very charismatic. He's a great psychologist. He's a very friendly man, a very kind man. I mean, these all feel like attributes I feel like you could channel.
Well, thank you. Well, he sounds like a top man. I mean, I'll look into it. If somebody has a script, send it my way.
Obviously, if it ends in failure, the film may not get made. So, I mean, this could just be a pipe dream, Nicholas. But
right. Pipe dreams are good. I like pipe dreams. Why not? We got to dream about something, right? Especially in this day and age.
Nicholas, this has been an absolute privilege. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. I'll see you in the Southwest sometime.
I hope so.